That down, let's get this Thursday started with this. Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan's new movie Sinners, which we've all just been salivating about since we first heard about it and just losing our minds over ever since we saw the trailers for it. Well, it's coming out in just a little bit here, and the reviews are now out, and they're perfect. Right now, Sinners, with the big outlets having now submitted all the reviews, is holding a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, I doubt it's going to hold 100%. Somebody's not going to like it. That's fine. But as you're going to see, these 35 reviews that are in there are all from like a lot of the major outlets and stuff like that. And they're looking really good. And here's the thing. You know how we were talking about the accountant yesterday? Not the accountant, I'm sorry, the amateur yesterday?
Yeah.
And we mentioned that, you know, the ones that like it don't seem to love it, and the ones that dislike it don't seem to hate it. But not only are these all positive reviews, they're glowing. Listen to this. The good folks over at Coming Soon write, Coogler's keen eye for social commentary and the ability to craft a must-see theatrical experience allow Sinners to be far better than your average horror fare. IGN wrote, Ryan Coogler enters the horror realm and nails it in Sinners, which drops vampires into a deeply personal, heartfelt, emotional, sexy, and bloody story that'll stick with you. United Press wrote, Coogler assures viewers that they're in the hands of a filmmaker guiding them through both simple and complex ideas. AU Review writes, a gory, horny, I love that, relevant reflection on Black culture and artistry. Discussing Film wrote, Sinners is Ryan Coogler's most audacious work yet, creating a fresh spin on vampire horror stories to express deeply rich themes of stolen culture and appropriation. MovieWeb wrote, Sinners brilliantly illustrates Black life in the violently and poverty-stricken Jim Crow segregated South while portraying a vibrant cultural landscape brimming with music. It is a must-see blockbuster that will blow audiences out of their chairs. Chalice over at Black Girl Nerds wrote, in a world where dry sequels and repeat remakes are churned out left and right, it can pose a challenge to curate a fresh take on a familiar theme like vampires. But that poses no problem for Sinners as it redefines what it means to be a horror film. And it just goes on and on and on. Vanity Fair, wrote, Sinners is propulsive and stirring entertainment, messy but always compelling. The film's fascinating array of genres and tropes and ideas swirls together in a way that is, I suppose, singularly American. IndieWire wrote, a bloody, muscular barrelhouse of a vampire movie that throbs like a neck of a blues guitar on fire. Ryan Coogler's Sinners might be the first story the Creed director has ripped straight from his own guts. The USA Today wrote, with Sinners, an inimitable auteur makes the most of every surrealist detail and crafts a fright fest that's musical and meaningful, mesmerizing, and memorable. And again, that's it. I'll read the Hollywood Reporters. As much art house as grindhouse. It's a blood-drenched mixtape that shouldn't work, but it does. Thanks to Coogler's muscular direction, a terrific cast, enveloping IMAX visuals, body-quaking sound, music, and stirs the soul. Now look, you can have a movie. This is actually the brilliance and the genius of Rotten Tomatoes, is that you can have a movie that's 90%, but like you can have it where all the 90% knows, yeah, it's pretty good. You know, the 90% just tells us that it's not a 9 out of 10 movie, just tells us that, hey, you have a pretty good chance of liking it because 90% of the critics who saw it at least like it. But it doesn't necessarily mean they love it. 100% is great, but it's when you start reading the actual breakdown. And people are losing their minds. And we're not talking about Gus's gas station reviews.fart sites like mine. We're talking about the Hollywood Reporter. We're talking about Deadline. We're talking about IndieWire. We're talking about Vanity Fair. I mean, and they're all just like losing their minds over this thing. Rob, we've seen the trailers. We saw previews for it at CinemaCon last year, all that kind of stuff. It looked like it promised something very special, but could go either way. Sounds like they delivered. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Hungryroot. Okay, so I'm sure you guys can all relate to this. Spring hits and suddenly life goes from like 0 to 100. Busy season is officially in full swing over here. And honestly, who's got time to go grocery shopping? That's where Hungryroot comes in. See, because Hungryroot is like having your own personal shopper. I told them my goals and they started curating groceries for me that actually fit my life. Be it smoothies, snacks, salad kits, even ready to eat meals. All clean ingredients, no artificial junk. This week, I got the grilled turkey tenderloin with pesto grilled veggies, and it was amazing. And I got my usual protein-packed snacks. It's like they're learning my taste better than I even know myself. And the best part is, I don't have to waste time driving to the grocery store and wandering the aisles. That's time I can spend doing literally absolutely anything else. Guys, I love Hungryroot. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/Campea and use the code Campea. That's hungryroot.com/Campea, code Campea, to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/Campea, code Campea. What do you think about the reviews we're hearing, and where are your expectations right now?
Well, you know, yesterday I was telling you I read an interview. I don't know if it was in Variety or Hollywood Reporter. I read an interview. I think it was with, God, I forget his name, but with Ryan Coogler. And it was one of the more impressive interviews that I've read with a filmmaker. Really perceptive. He talked about a lot of his influences for Sinners, and that interview and listening to him talk got me really, I was already excited to see this movie because I think Ryan Coogler is I mean, look, the guy made a Black Panther movie without Black Panther and it almost made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Fruitvale Station's an incredible film. And
that's the film that really put him on the map.
Yeah, it put him on the map. But the fact that he also went to Sly Stallone and said, I'd like to make a Rocky movie where you're not the star. And was able to not only make it, not only convince Sly to do it, but then also get Sly an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. I mean, this guy is the real deal. And the fact that Sinners, there's a couple of things. One, totally original. And if you listen to him talk about his influences, and it's the kind of movie that they mentioned, the fact that it has to do with Black culture during the Jim Crow South. It's exactly the kind of thing that only a filmmaker like Ryan Coogler could make. And it has so many bits of things that he's passionate about rolled into one. And the way he talked about horror films, I'm like, this guy is just my spirit animal. So I'm excited there. But also something else. This is also a Mike DeLuca, Pam Abdi greenlit project. If this movie works at the box office, this is exactly what Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi wanted to turn Warner Brothers into. They had a rough go of it. You know, they hadn't been making any money. Minecraft was a huge hit for them. If they can follow that up with an original film from an original filmmaker that they want to build a relationship with, this is great news for Warner Brothers. And it's great news for what they're trying to do. And I really hope that this movie goes through the roof, becomes a cause celeb. Everybody who's going to run to see this, hopefully in IMAX or whatever. I think this is exactly the kind of movie that we as movie fans want. And it's great for us moving forward in a sea of IP and a sea of sequels to get a real original vision from a great filmmaker with a studio behind it. You can't do better than that, man.
Yeah. Now, I still question how much it can make, because at the end of the day, regardless of how good it is, and it sounds like it's amazing, it is an R-rated violent vampire movie. Not everybody's cup of tea. So, like, this isn't going to be, I don't believe this is going to be like a $700 million.
Could you say that one more time?
How did I say that? An R-rated violent vampire film.
Dude, that to me.
Oh, I know. That's catnip to us. I mean, and it directed by Ryan Coogler, starring Haley Steinfeld and Michael B. Jordan.
Oh my God.
I read the script. I'm pretty sure there's ninjas in it too.
And ninjas show up at the end to clear the vampires out of the town. I mean, if this movie can make like 400 million, 500 million, you're right. It's like for Abdi and DeLuca, I mean, you could look at Minecraft as a fluke.
Right.
But you're right. If they can follow that up now with another bona fide hit, 400 million, 500 million, whatever.
Startlingly original.
Much better, very original, other than it's a vampire movie. But yeah, very, very original. It'll put them on much better footing. So it's going to be interesting to see. All I know is I cannot wait to see this movie.
I know.
Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? As of right now, Sinners, the full reviews are coming out. Most of the major trades have submitted them, and it's holding a 100%, but it's not just a 100%. they're all raving about it. Like they are all just losing their minds about it. Are you excited for this film? Maybe violent vampire horny movies?
Say it again, John. Say it again.
Violent vampire horny movies, as one of the critics put it. Maybe that's not for you, but yeah, it's for me. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.